Section 2, snap shooting. In paintball, snap shooting is like chess. It takes a minute to learn and a lifetime to master. With a little help from his friends over at the Russian Legion, Maximus has developed a method that sets a new standard for accuracy and consistency. So, what's so special about this technique, Maximus?
Lets you work with better muscle groups. It's much easier to do the same thing every time you come out. So, and then you only show, by the way, I love your dress, Catwoman.
Oh, thanks.
Do the same thing here.
Sorry, back to work.
Focus. Okay, gun up. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna come out like this and show only like maybe 30-40% of what you did in your old snap shoot.
So how about you go to the field and I'll stay here and work on my technique.
Okay, now that we know the basic stance, we are gonna move on to the snap shooting. This is pretty different from the old snap shooting. The old snap shooting movement is like this. They have the guns in like this. They move the whole body, moving the legs, moving the hips sideways, using the shoulders forward like this. Also, a lot of people use their hands like this, which is a lot of movement and it's a lot of information for the brain to do over and over again the same way. And what we want to do is we want to shoot the same way. So every time we come out, we shoot the same way. That way we know where the pin is going to hit. What we're going to do is we're going to cut it down to only using the abs and the lower back muscles and like roll out like this. Okay, so the difference is instead of moving like this and getting all our elbow out and everything, we're just going to roll out like this. And to show you the difference of exposure, I'm going to go behind the bunker here. First, I'm going to show you that old technique, which is the one you use your whole body. A lot of people, they want to lean their hopper in because they think they're showing, and that means the elbow comes out. So when they come out, bang, they're a very big target like this. The new technique, we just roll out the gun like that. Now all you show is your barrel, the outside eye, and the loader. And some people might think my loader is sticking out so much, but it really isn't. I mean, it's on the same line as the mask. And in that old technique, you still have your whole loader out no matter what. And this is what it looks like. Make sure you keep that nose parallel to the feed neck here. Good. So what we do is, we imagine that we have an axle going through the ASA and straight through the center of the tank. And the gun is going to be moving on that axle right there. So the gun does not move at all like this, back and forth, to the right and the left, or up and down. It just stays where we think the target is when we're inside the bunker. So you start at A, you move to B, and back to A. Now what this does is it just helps the brain to remember exactly how we shoot every time we come out. So we're going to shoot the same way every time we come out. Also, it's very easy to adjust it. If we imagine the target being there, we go out, we roll out, boom, we take a snapshot. If we shot a little bit to the left, we just rotate to the right and we roll out the exact same way, and now we're going to shoot a little bit to the right. And the same goes for up and down. Start off with, we're going to drop our guns to get this movement going. And we're going to stand up in the basic position like this. Bend our knees a little bit, lean forward, chest up like the monkey we were talking about before. Now, if we're doing it on the left side, we move out to the left side, so we get 70% on the left foot. Good. So we want to keep the hips still. If we move our hips to the side, our whole elbow is going to come out, and we don't want that. Hands on the shoulders. Put the thumbs up on the jaw like this, because we want the head to move with the upper body like that. Okay? So, lean out to the side. Good, like that. Boom. We only want the shoulders to go straight to the left. We don't want the shoulders to rotate at all like this, because if we do, the barrel is going to move as well. If we rotate to the sides like this, the barrel is going to go to the left and right. So this is also a good workout drill for you, just to get strong in the paintball muscles. Make sure your hips stay still. Everything from here and up moves together. Make sure the head doesn't go like this, because what the eyes want to do, they want to stay parallel to the horizon for balance like this. But we want to avoid that because we want the head to move with the gun like this. Good. It's better if you do the movement a little bit longer in the beginning, because you're going to stretch out and you're going to work out those muscles. Later on, it's very, very easy to just cut it down, make it a little bit shorter. Good, let me see. Good. Put a little bit more weight on that side that you go out to. A little bit wider feet. Good. Perfect. Good. Make sure the head comes with you. Like that. Good. We can grab a partner. If you grab a partner, like that. Look, aim at each other's barrels. Okay. Now I can see, for example, that you're hanging outside with your elbow, which means you can come up a little bit. Good, good, much better. Now try to bring the tank out a little bit. Good. And we do the movement together, aiming at each other's barrels, making sure the tank is still. Okay, go slow. Back and back. Good. So this way we look at each other. I see if he's moving his hips, if an elbow is sticking out. You know, I see how tight he's playing. And this could be a good training too. Elbow in a little bit there. Good. Go. 1. Make sure you keep the barrel on my barrel, so you don't go move. Good. Bang. Good. Good. Get the tank out a little bit on the shoulder. Good. Elbows together a little bit. And then you come out a little bit closer. You remember that 70%? Good. Right arm in. Wrist a little bit straighter. This way you can come in there, you remember? Good. So what you want to think about when you do this is that you finish off at the starting point. If you start here, you rotate out to there, bang, and then you only go to where you started. This way, when you come in, bang, again, you can adjust and then just do the same movement again, and it's going to be much, much easier to hit the target the second time you come out. Okay, that's good. Now out. 1, 2. 1, 2. Come on. 1, 2. Elbows in the back. Elbows in. Good. Now the wave. Use first. Okay, go. Go. Yee. Find the magic line from the target to the outside of the bunker. Put your foot close to it. And then you put your knee above your foot by moving your weight over to that side. Then you elbow above your knee here. So everything comes in a vertical line. Make sure your hips don't move back and forth. The only thing that comes out is your gun and your hopper and your outside eye. Okay, the basic stance is straight, right? If we have a straight bunker. If we have a more angled bunker, get the gun parallel to the bunker by doing this. And now we can use muscle force pulling yourself in. Instead of if you go like this, you show your whole elbow and everything, we gotta rely on gravity to pull us down. So you're gonna get a quicker snapshot by doing this. Okay, it looks like this.